Hello, Nari McDiarmid for Mining Journal and miningnews.net, and I'm speaking with Rowena Smith, Managing Director and Chief Executive at Australian Strategic Materials. We're having a series of conversations about the vertically integrated critical minerals supply chain that ASM is establishing, and sustainability is surely at the forefront of that, Rowena, given you're creating a business critical to the clean energy transition. So how does that influence your approach to sustainability?
Well, you're absolutely right, Nari. The core purpose of ASM is to provide those high-tech metals that are needed for that clean energy transition. But it's not enough for us to be doing the right thing. We actually have to be doing it the right way. That's important to us, but it's also important to the communities within which we're operating, and it's important to our customers and our investors. So we have a very comprehensive approach to environment, social and governance initiatives across ASM in order to make sure that we are living up to those expectations.
To look at it through a customer lens, how important are your ESG credentials, and is there a potential for a price premium perhaps?
Indeed, a very good question. So, as we are talking with potential offtake parties for Dubbo, what we have found is that the first step in many of their processes is actually to do an ESG due diligence. They talk to us about our ESG credentials and really interrogate it before we even start talking to them about the technical components of our product or the commercials. So that's been very important for us to be able to demonstrate a program early in those discussions. The question about whether they want to pay a premium when we show that we actually meet them is a trickier conversation. I think, in the long term, perhaps we are going to see, some more established price for good ESG materials. But I think from our perspective, what we see is that it is more the ticket onto the bus. It's something that you have to do in order to be able to participate in the market. But ultimately, you also need a project that has got very strong commercials that is going to be able to compete over time.
So, Rowena, currently, what's your focus in terms of sustainability?
Well, we do have a very comprehensive program across ASM for sustainability. In Dubbo, we're very focused on biodiversity management, and we have some very advanced initiatives there, as well as water reduction and carbon. And really the focus there this year is really progressing the action plans to be able to meet the carbon targets that we have for 2030 and 2050. In our Korean metals plant, it's also a very strong carbon focus at the moment. We made a commitment that we would target being net zero carbon from commencement of operation in our Korean metals plant. We were very excited in our annual report last year to confirm that our first year of full operation, we achieved that.
Fantastic. And Rowena, it's great to speak with you again.
Thanks very much, Nari.